Hello Jolly Dollies, hope you're well. I'm Navi, an adult dog collector. Welcome to my channel, Boundary Roots. So previously on He-Man, I unboxed and reviewed Cringer BattleCat. He's fully articulated. If you haven't seen that video, please go and check it out. But sadly, He-Man cannot, on his original superhero body, doesn't have a lot of leg room, so it cannot sit on BattleCat like I wanted. So in order to make that happen, we are going to do a little surgery. So I am going to swap him with the Tate, the buff Tate Made to Move from the Barbie Looks. Wave 2, I believe, the block colors. And I'm also going to use the Barbie the Movie roller skating can for his hands. So let's get started. So the first thing that I'm going to do is remove their heads. And how I do that, I normally push. If it's a can doll, I don't normally heat up, so I've got my cuticle pushers and I just go. So his head is slightly soft, so I just go around and I push in between the neck peg whilst holding it, and I'll just go around trying to be careful of, and sometimes these sprongs do get in the way, but that does not stop. Oh, that could be smoother. Oh Lord. There's always something. So I normally just push it out of the way, and now I'm going to take that out. It didn't damage the neck peg, so He-Man has been decapitated, the strongest man in the universe. So now I'm going to take his armor off. So I'm just going to unfasten this so I can then remove it. So he's buffed now. He's in the buff, so to speak. And now we're going to take Tate's head off. I've already pre-done it because his head is slightly on the thicker side. It's harder plastic. And the next thing I'm going to do is remove the hands. So in order to do that, I just go around very gently and rotate the hands as I go without causing too much stress on the little hinges here, because they can break. So hands off Tate. Now we're going to do the same thing to He-Man. Now his hands were meant to be removable. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to twist gently, and they come off quite easily. But if you're not comfortable or confident with this, please warm them up. It makes it easier. So I can take his gauntlets off. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. It's still early. So now that the basics are done, what I'm going to do is I am going to, before I do anything, I'm going to take Tate's top off. So his top is coming off. Let me just move BattleCat out of the way for the time being, just so I'm more in shot. So what I'm going to do, I am going to fit. The skin tone is not too different. It's quite similar. So I'm now going to fasten these, or button these. To be honest, if I'm going to be completely honest with you, Jolly Jollies, I don't dislike the superhero body, purely because it's, to me, it's a bit sturdier, and the torso articulation is alright, but I'm not mad about it. I think with the superhero body, get a more seamless body, to be honest. and sometimes the thigh articulation, so I'm just popping that on, it does seem a bit looser. So his armor is on, or his chest plate. Now I'm going to put the gauntlets on, and what I'm going to do, I am going to use Tate's curved hands, and there's a reason why I'm doing that. And when I pop them back in, I do it like this, so it's not stressing the joint too much, and I just easily, and they go in quite easily. So I'm going to use both the curved hands. So again, I'll bring this down and I'll just gently pop them in. So he's got both curved hands, so he can hold his sword. I'm not entirely sure. I think that this might be his hand, but we keep in Tate's because that's Tate's body. And now we're popping the head back on. Slightly cold in the UK, so, and their necks are slightly different. Oh, bear with me, I'm going to do this off camera. Ta-da! So the head is now on, Jolly Dollies, and I forgot to put the gauntlet on this side. So again, we are just going to, and I keep a hold of that little ball joint or little mechanism there, just so it doesn't. So gauntlet on, and hand back on. Can you believe I haven't seen the film yet? If any of you have seen the film, please let me know. So both hands are now on. I'm just going to put his, just going to take, and when I take the shoes off, I normally just hold the foot as much as I possibly can, just so it doesn't cause too much stress on the joints, which is easier said than done. I'll be right back. Jojo, this is actually easier if you bring the foot back and then slide it slowly. But just be careful because those feet, the feet can come off quite easily as well, just like the hands do. I'm just going to make sure that they are secure. And now I'm going to put his skirt back on. I might do this. No, we all adults, right? Do we mind a bit of doll nudity? It's not like they're showing anything. They've got underwear on, so they're okay. And with He-Man, what I do, I just go from the top and I slide them down, because I did see someone taking the boots off. I think it was Thai Collectibles, and sadly his foot broke. So I bring mine down like so. So we are now going to put his skirt back on. Leather skirt. Do let me know if doll nudity is a thing, if it's not a thing with you guys. Jolly Dollies, let me know. So we're just going to slide his skirt back on. I'm calling it a skirt because it does have undies on. So here we go. I'm just going to put his boots back on. Yes, I haven't seen the film yet. I'm dying to. And I was going to go to the pictures to go and see it. But I also have unlimited videos. And even the latest releases, I get them within a couple of days. And I might just do it because I can be quite... I'm an introvert at heart. Can we just... Are we focusing? Yes. I'm an introvert at heart, and I like the comforts that I've been accustomed to. So, yeah, I might just watch it from my bed in the comfort of my home, my home sweet home, with my dollies. How sad am I? So let's not leave Tate. So, in my humble opinion, so He-Man is now fully made to move, and he can now high kick if he wants to, and that's the main reason why I swapped him. It's purely so I can put him on BattleCat. I made this display. I got a BattleCat. There's no way He-Man's not going to sit on it, and that's the main reason. I do prefer, in a way, I do prefer the, especially with these. Yes, they are very handy, but sometimes they can be a bit loose as well. And with that, He-Man can now fully ride BattleCat. So let me just put him on. It's a bit wonky. Don't know why. But he is. So the reason why I put the other curved hand is so He-Man can hold it. Ta-da! Can we see that? So why is BattleCat wonky? I don't know. Am I wonky? Okay, there we go. He can barely fit in the shot, and that's why I have him like that. But now, He-Man is fully made to move, and he can actually hold on to BattleCat. Let's just bring his head up a bit. There we go. Can we see that? Ta-da! So let's not leave Tate unattended. Their necks are slightly different. And just bring Tate. So Tate's head can be a bit wobbly to begin with, and then as the plastic goes back to normal, it's fine. The main reason why I was saying the skin tone is perfectly fine, by the way. So if you want to put your He-Man on the made to move body, this is the one. So let's get Tate back on. The reason why I brought him is just so I can swap their hands. So again, I'm just going to twist the hands, because we got so many of these Barbie the movie cans. I can swap their hands, because I wasn't over the moon with Tate's curved hands. I didn't see why they would do that, especially when they are not meant to be changed. But we do. But there's a will, there's a way, as they say. So for Tate, I'm going to keep both of these hands on him. So I'm going to... do I want to give him a curved hand? I might just give him a curved hand for now. So that's his hands on. I'm just going to put his outfit back on. Jolly, before I put his top back on, the reason why I prefer the superhero body a bit more is because it's so seamless here, if that makes sense, without that division. So I do think it looks a bit more flawless, especially if you're doing photography. And now I'm going to put his top back on. So here's Tate, fully dressed. And if you think about it, with clothes on, you wouldn't tell that he's not in his original body, so it's a win-win. And last but not least, this is my display out of box Ken the Movie doll. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to pop his hands on, so I can just put him on display. Oh, bear with me a second. And ta-da! Now they're all complete. I gave him the He-Man fist, and I left one of the hands. I might swap it, I may not, but there you have it. We get by with a little help of our friends, and there you have it. So He-Man is now fully made to move. Shira will get something done, and maybe Tila as well in an upcoming video. Who knows? If you guys are enjoying the MOTU videos, which I hope you are. But what do you think? Doesn't it look cool now that I've got BattleCat and He-Man, and you can actually sit on BattleCat and go into battle with him? Hope you liked it. Hope it was helpful. And yeah, well, that's it. That's this video done. That's He-Man completely fully made to move. I might watch the film today if I'm not doing other stuff. And yeah, I hope you enjoy it. I hope it was worth it. I hope it was helpful to some of you. And without further ado, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to stay jolly dollies. Bye now. Bye-bye. So, Jolly Dollies, before I go, I was on eBay just looking around and seeing what they had. And I came across something. Speaking of superhero buffs and made to moves and all that, I got myself another superhero body. Now, this was the first superhero body that was released. It was the signature Barbie, Batman, and Superman. And this is the Superman body, because the Batman body has black hinges because his hands were black, so his fists were painted in black, and that was a pain to remove when I did, because these sadly don't come off. These hands were not made to come off, so they don't pop like the other ones. And when I did my when I got the Batman Ken doll, he came naked without I have the head, I have the Ben Affleck head, which is somewhere, but yeah, the hands don't come off, and those little hinges are stuck on there, so I had to cut it off completely and then drill into it in order to replace the hands. But with these ones, what you can do is cut, let me see, you know what those hinges are? You can cut in between there with an X-Acto knife to release the hand, and then you can swap them. But these bodies are hollow. They are more hollow than the superhero He-Man doll. So they upped the game with the buff can when they did the made to moves, the fully made to moves. But I couldn't pass on the opportunity to have another buff body, so I got it. It cost me a pretty penny, I'm not gonna lie. It was a bit of money, but that's what installments are for. Shh, don't say anything. So, yep, I will find the perfect head for him, and that will be another video to come. So, let's finish off. And, yep, thank you so much for watching once again. And don't forget to stay jolly, dollies. Bye-bye.